Hey all, welcome back to the channel. It is another beautiful day here in Washington State. It really is. I woke up and it had rained. So it smells great outside. I'm here in the workspace just because it's got good lighting and yeah, figured I'd film a little video in here this morning. Oh, hell, this afternoon now. It is Saturday around 1:30 as I'm filming this, if that matters. I wanted to come on here and talk about a couple knives. Couple buck knives. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. We're going to start with the Hiline because this was first into the collection. Yeah, the Buck Hiline. This is it has quickly become one of my favorite knives in my collection. Cheap or expensive. I mean, this is a $40 knife, pretty much any way you cut it. God, that action. Yeah. Runs on ball bearings, which is okay for this knife. That's alright. I'm completely fine with ball bearings in this application. D2 steel is what we're dealing with. Sorry. So yeah, this came sharp, somewhat sharp. Not sharp enough for me, so I did some honing and polishing. Come on now. Hopefully you can tell I did some polishing on that edge. And it is quite sharp now. 25 degrees is what I think the edge angle was at. 25 degrees per side, that is. So it's not the sliciest thing in the world, but it will flip and process some cardboard, I can tell you that much. The D2 seems to be holding up just fine. Yeah, I don't have any complaints with edge retention. I mean, I've had quite a few knives in D2 over the past couple years, and this seems to be about on par, edge retention wise. So, yeah, good flipper action, good flipping action, I should say. We got a deep carry pocket clip on here. It is not reversible. It's tip up only right hand. So take that and use that information for what you will. Yeah, it's a joy to carry. I had to add a lanyard. That's what I'm trying to say. I had to add a lanyard. There we go. Because this thing carries so deep in the pocket. So deep, in fact, that all it had is this to grab onto, or the clip. But I don't know, it just wasn't working out right, so I added the lanyard as more of a utility thing. So I have a bit of a pull, just pull this out of the pocket and then it's ready to go. So yeah, I think this is gonna stick around in the collection. I really enjoy it. It's a fun knife to fidget with. It's a fun knife to use. Good ergos. We do have a forward choil. I don't know why I'm just mentioning that now. Yeah, got a forward choil that you can choke up with. You have some useful jimping on the spine of the blade right there. That sort of corresponds with the forward choil. Yeah, gives you a really positive grip. Other than that, yeah, this is just, it's a good knife, I think. Not made in the States, that's okay. It is what it is. This is, it's a good knife in my opinion. Centering and everything was great. First impressions were really good. This was actually the display model, so it had been messed with quite a bit, I imagine. I think that's why adding that a little bit of lubricant to the pivot really smoothed this thing out again, because it had probably been flipped 1,000 times. So, yeah. Alright, I think that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about with the Hiline. It's in the rotation. It eats cardboard for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the steel seems to be pretty good so far. Let's move on to the next buck, and that is a very recent acquisition. My buddy Mike, Hawk Hobbies, purchased this for me not too long ago. And yeah, here it is, the Buck 110 Slim. It's got a deep carry pocket clip on it, and thumb studs. which is a bit unusual for a 110. So yeah, this is pretty cool. It's a pretty damn cool knife. There is one little hiccup with it, that is the thumb studs. I think they put them a little too far forward. In my opinion, you really have to reach for these bastards. Other than that, I don't have any complaints. The 420 is good steel. The edge is wicked sharp right out of the box. I haven't done a damn thing to it, and I'll just keep honing it unless, you know, I try to cut a brick in half with it or something. I don't know. Yeah, I dig it. Ergonomics are good. I had to find out a way to sort of position my hand to effectively use the thumb studs, because they are a little bit out of the way. So I put my finger up here, and it allows my whole hand to choke up on the knife, and then I can whip it out like that. Two-handed affair closing, which is fine. Yeah, I've gotten used to it. I've gotten more smooth with pulling it. I've gotten more smooth with deploying the knife and putting it away. Yeah, I dig it. I will probably do a dedicated month of carrying this thing. I think that'd be fun. Really changing things up. I think this is about as close as I can get to carrying a traditional, just not for me, but this right here is. So I think that's all I wanted to say. These are just some initial impressions. I mean, initial impressions on this knife were good. Fit and finish is good. Centering seems to be pretty good. Yeah. The Buck 110 Slim. I'll keep you guys posted on it and what I think of it. So, other than that, I think that is going to do it. I wanted to try to keep this somewhat short and concise, and I think I did a pretty decent job of it. Yeah, thanks for continued support in the channel. We have some interesting things coming down the pipeline. If you haven't, you can hop over to Instagram, my Instagram. It is Kayak Fisher Northwest, same as the channel. I usually post daily on there. Behind the scenes stuff, photos of knives and whatever else, and stories. So yeah, it's yeah, I'm pretty active on there. So either way, thanks for checking out the video. See you guys in the next one. Yeah, later.